Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, anglers of all ages, welcome, my friends. I'm a little glowy. Wow, that loves to happen, doesn't it? It is a treat to be here this week. As you can see, we are joined by none other than Mr. Gaz and Mr. Rushy, and my screen has just decided to betray me. I'll set that up in a moment. How you doing, boys?
Well, not too bad. It's patch day. Patch day is always fun, exciting and busy and a little bit terrifying, but so far so good, we think.
What's happened?
I was going to say, feeling good so far, yeah. I mean, the patch rolled out this morning so far. You know, positivity has been good. You know, we've got the legendary fish now spawning in Norway, and actually I've just seen somebody in the reserve just before we went live just catch it. So that's cool to see.
Yep.
Along with a bunch of other features, which I'm sure we're going to talk about today. And yeah, I think it's been good, and hopefully, you know, we'll see more feedback over the course of the weekend, and we can hopefully, you know, tune some things, balance some things depending on what we say. And obviously, we've got lots more to come in the future, and we might talk a little bit about some about that. But let's keep the focus on what's new today.
That sounds great. Look, I'm telling you right now, I can't get this grin off my face. I'm just absolutely flabbergasted. What an update, my friends. If you haven't had a chance, get on Steam, download it now, get yourself in and get involved. First off, I don't know what I'm more excited about. I'm just going to throw it out there right now. That's a pretty dapper looking beard you're rocking there, sir. I'm digging it. I'm digging it.
Yeah, had to get the beard on.
Or if this is in-game kid.
It's great to see. Absolutely great to see. Oh, am I going too far? We're adding to a certain location here, guys. You may want to shadow us. I've gone too far. Let's get into that channel a little bit. Hold on, boys. We're doing donuts. Here we go. What a beautiful morning out here in Norway. If you guys haven't caught it, we're going to go over a lot of what's happened, what's come to the game here with this big update. But right to the point, there are new legendary fish, as Rushy mentioned. Let's see, are we about there? And as you can see, they've already been caught. We're going to give you a little spoiler. Let me just show you another one of these features that's pretty cool. Look at that. We can talk. It's awesome. But beautiful thing, you can also scroll up and see what everybody has been up to. Big shout out to Kobaya. I hope I said that right. There it is, my friends. Little spoiler. You know what it is this week. Get fishing. Get searching. It's going to be a hard one to find. But am I saying this right? Kale Paul the Dominator. Hey, it's a pike. It's insane.
Is it Kale or is it Cal Paul?
Cal?
I'm not entirely sure.
Kale? Cal?
Double L.
Cal Paul.
We'll have to get Ben. We'll have to get Ben on the line. He's the guy who came up with all the names. So yeah, but it is Cal Paul the Dominator. We've got Northern Pike live this week.
That's just awesome. I just know how this is going to go. I know our Discord community is already out there searching high and low for it, as is always the way. If you guys haven't done so, come and join the Discord. Some incredible folks in there, and it really is such a pleasure to be a part of that community. Okay, I have to... There we go. Hello, chat. Good to see you all. If you want to come and join us, you guys know the drill. You got to find us. We're currently on Norway down at this lovely little location right here. And, you know, there's a reason for this. So we're going after the roach today. It is the king of the catch target species. And I'll show you real quick what I'm rocking. If you guys want to mimic or what's happening, you can also get some pretty good tips from the Discord. A lot of folks are using the pearl barley. I've also seen some bloodworms, and I've also seen dough seems to be working quite well. I've got the size 5 hook rocking, 5, 6, 7 in around that range is what you're looking for. What are you guys using right now, if you don't mind me asking?
We're rocking today, so I've got in hand. I'm using pearl barley.
Very nice.
I think that's the best if you want to try and attract your diamonds. But you know, as you said, bloodworm and dough do work just fine. 1 minute, I can't actually break down my rod because I've actually got it out. Let me just get my rod away before I can actually.
Yeah, I'm rocking hook size 6 and a bit of pale barley as well. See if I can beat you guys.
Excellent.
Biggest fish.
Oh, the derby's on. So anybody wants to come join us, I still will. He's on it. Will Beads, if you guys have been watching the streams lately, he comes out every single time. Every time he comes to try and find me. So he'll be out here soon enough. Oh, no bait attached. Did I not put my bait on? I thought I had.
It's pretty important.
It is important. Here we go. Let's get our line in the water. So let's talk about some of the new things that have come to the angler. And rather than doing any just particular order, can I ask, what are you guys most excited about? And maybe tell us a little bit about it.
Well, I guess the legendary is always the one I'm most excited about, just in terms of watching the community and seeing them trying to hunt them down week on week as we publish them. I think the text chat's definitely one where I'm like, oh, it's just great that people can actually talk and help each other out now. But I guess if I had to say my favorite in terms of what I'm finding kind of most useful, it's actually the map markers. It's one of those little things where now I can actually just go across the map, place down all my best fishing spots. For example, I know where the diamonds are spawning in Norway. Put all my little markers down to put diamonds, label them up correctly, and it's just like, right, next time I dive in, I know exactly where I need to go every time. So useful.
It really is. I'm showing the folks right now how you can go through it. As you can see, guys, you can actually pick the fish. You can even mark down the legendaries on where you find them. So very, very good feature. I applaud the team. How many did you say you were allowed on the map?
40, maybe?
Yeah, that's quite a few.
Yeah.
There's probably scope for us to raise it as well. I think we've had a little bit of feedback of 1 or 2 players who've mentioned being able to add more. So in the future, we could probably add more, but I think 40 is a good number to get people started. Yeah.
Very good. Very good. I think so too. I'm loving it. It was one of the things I noticed right away when I jumped in and we were talking about spots where we're going to go. And I said, this is incredible. I think you guys will like us. Let us know in the Discord because this all comes from community feedback. Like, we're not joking when we say we're community driven, my friends. So I don't know. We've talked a little bit about it in the past, but the 3 new legendaries, I had them right in front of me. So we have, I'm terrible. I absolutely mispronounce things, and I apologize for that. Kale. I think we haven't even come to terms on exactly how to say it, but the Dominator, he's the pike, and that's apparently what people are after right now. The other 2, now I don't actually have them on my.
Oh, right. We've got Spielfin, the Atlantic salmon, and if you want to actually check them out, you can go into your handbook. And there's a new tab next to the fish, which is legendary fish. So you can get a little preview of them there, and they give you some tips as well as to where best to find them, what to use to catch them. So there are some useful information inside the game already. But then the 3rd fish is Stor Henrik, the burbot. So they'll be rolling out each Wednesday. So we've had, obviously, the Dominator go live today. Next Wednesday, we'll roll out second one and so forth. So. And don't forget, each time we loop back round, back to the Dominator in 4 weeks' time, they're going to be in a different hideout, a different spot. So, you're starting all over again, trying to hunt them down.
That's where the power of community really comes in, because everybody helps everybody to locate it. And then you see everybody go into the spot. It's actually a really fun event to be a part of. So, okay, well, that's actually really cool. I'll underline what you said there is they're going to come out every Wednesday. So no longer do the legendaries fully have a day off, because it used to be Wednesday was their day off on Golden Ridge Reserve. So now we're filling in that gap over in Norway.
Exactly. So essentially, you've always got a legendary fish active. Obviously, you might not always have 2 active, but you'll definitely have at least 1 active at any one time to go and hunt down.
Okay.
We never really liked this sort of day off, because some players only get certain days to play the game, so it was always a little bit unfortunate if it landed on maybe a day that you could get a few hours on the game. It was the day that the legendary was off, so we wanted to kind of make it so there's always something for players to kind of jump on and take part in, so we try to spread them around a little bit. And now that you've got chat, nice little segue there, see that? You can now talk to each other in the map and go, where is he, and we'll go and find him and stuff. So now hopefully this update adds lots of cool stuff for players.
I'm having a hard time typing regional on my keyboard, but I see what you did there. Fantastic. I think actually, you know what? I'm going to... Oh, now wait. There's a new... Was there not a new animation? Quick retrieve.
There is.
Look at
So yeah,
that.
it's split now. So obviously, previously you'd always cut the line,
Right.
irrespective of whether or not you had a fish on the line or not. It didn't make sense to cut the line when you didn't have anything on the end of the line. So yeah, we changed that. So now you get nothing on the line. It's a quick retrieve. So you get a nice animation of it pulling in quickly. And when you're fighting a fish and you cut the line, obviously it does it the old way. But yeah, that looks a lot slicker in general.
It sure does. It sure does. I mean, that's a big improvement. I didn't mind the cut line, but that's nice, and it does it all for you. Brings it right in. Hello, everybody. Scarecrow, what's up, my friend? What's happening? Oh, yeah, I can't wait to see it. If you guys have missed it, he's one of our partner creators. He's been out actually fishing a fair bit lately. He's had some fun streams with it, him and the boys out there. Looking forward to see what you do with it, my friend. Enjoy this new update. Good to see you too, Jacob. Just chat. Awesome. Thank you for joining us. I'm excited about this week. It's always a pleasure to have both of you out. Typically, you know, we set Gaz up for a little bit of a spoiler. So we'll see what happens. Okay. There's so much to talk about. And maybe I should have actually, I should have started at the store. I'll leave it for you guys to take a look at yourselves, but let's talk a little bit about the Norway souvenir shop, because this was big over on Golden Ridge Reserve. People really got into this.
Yeah, we had some fun items back on Golden Ridge. Obviously, everyone wanted to dress up as Clayton, so we added a bunch of his clothes. And obviously, we kind of teased at the fact that the Sasquatch, you know, the Bigfoot was, you know, part of the kind of mythology of Golden Ridge, so we added the costume there as well, which is fun. And we've done something similar. And obviously, I think it was an April Fool's Day we posted that that picture of the troll. Just, you know, just joking. You know, we're not going to actually release it. And actually, yeah, it's one of the outfits, but it's scary, man. We should have really saved it for Halloween, I think.
Yeah, I know. I know that like when we were playing in Dev, and it'd be like a nighttime, and you'd suddenly just turn around and bump into one. It'd be quite terrifying. Have any of you caught a fish yet? I've caught the first fish, by the way, of this session. Unless anyone else.
No, you're winning at the moment, guys.
I'm winning. Yeah, you know, just letting everyone know. You know,
I've moved. I've changed. I've gone to a different hook size. I've gone to a 6.
Increasing your chances.
Yeah. Come on, Jaxy. We only just got on live.
Well, you know, there's a silver to beat. I got to get after it. Let's go. So, you know, with that souvenir shop, I don't know if you guys have seen it. I saw it in the Discord. Apparently that troll mask really pairs up nicely with the Bigfoot outfit.
Yeah. I see someone in Discord mentioning that. Yeah, it looks awesome. It works really well.
It does.
I'd say you've got a combination of outfits that you can kind of put together now for your own customization settings. But yeah, they look really cool. I've seen that.
It's great to see it start to unfold like that. We'll fly. Oh, wow. We're already getting the questions. You know, we'll get to some of those. There's so much to go through here first. And I don't have these. It's late right now. These gentlemen have done a full day at work, and they have more they're trying to do because it is update day. So the fact that they're here with us right now, it's because, you know, they care about the community. They wanted to be able to get in front of everybody and talk about this, but they have stuff to do. So I want to get through some of this before we get into some of our wish list questions. We talked about the text chat. Now I think that's a big one. Once again, in case you guys missed it, you know, not only can you talk in here, but you can also review everything that's happened on the reserve. Chips is Wonder, right on. You found us. Beautiful. Good to see you in the reserve. A big member of our community. But you can scroll up and you can see sort of what's been happening. I'd love to see it. It makes it feel really rushy. It makes it feel so much. I don't know what's the word I'm looking for. You can just communicate better and you can see what's happening. Because if you miss those messages when they come up, right? Previously, we didn't have a way to kind of review it. So I could see that being useful, guys. If you're on a reserve and somebody's just caught the legendary and you want to find out where they are.
Yeah, and don't forget you can tailor these messages as well. So if you go into the multiplayer settings, there's lots of different types of messages that can be sent to you when you see people catch, when they enter or leave the reserve, challenges, etc. And you can turn them on or off. So you can tailor it. If you just want it to be just text chat, you can disable all the automated messages. It's kind of up to you, really.
Very nice. I like those extra options. Where's my There's the roach. Wait, hold on. It's just on him. There he is. Definitely on Lakeshore. I'm not getting any bites here.
Only gas so far. No, this.
Me?
I swear this is a good spot.
Yeah,
Just
I believe you.
having no luck so far.
I believe you. I can see him. There's one right there. He just came up to tease me. Back into the depths he goes. Your search will beats. You'll find us, brother. Keep after it. Right on, Freak Frag. Yeah, I agree. Awesome features. They every update that comes out, there's wow factor to this one. It's mind blowing. The map markers. Once again, if you guys are just joining to us with this new update, we have some real quality of life features. I've already placed a couple down. This can be placed wherever you want. If you wanted to see where somebody was, I don't know if that's where he was when he caught it, but I have a feeling our Discord already picked up on that. But it's nice that you can use this, mark little lakes, any hot spots you find, rather than having to do something external. This is now in the game. It's really nice. I can't wait to show the secure catch mechanic. But before we do that, could you gentlemen talk a little bit about the balance adjustments that have come with this update?
Yeah, the balance was quite important for us because we made a bunch of changes in, I think, 1.2.6 to the kind of compatibility of baits and lures and fish. And we immediately saw from the feedback that we've maybe course corrected too much in terms of allowing people to target fish too narrowly. It was making kind of just general catches or catching trash fish just a little bit too hard. So we didn't revert those changes. We instead looked at a variety of supporting systems and looked at, for example, the baiting radiuses, and generally we've increased most of them. We have changed a couple of compatibility to broaden things here and there. We've also changed the speed of the fish during the curious phase as well to attack your line a little bit faster. And these are things that we're continually tweaking and tuning. So hopefully we'll get more feedback, we'll see more data, and we'll make more changes off the back of this as well.
It's about that balance. I get that. I think everybody does too. I mean, the last iteration of the changes to the bait system and stuff, it really, we had some really good feedback on that. So I'm excited to play around and experience it more myself and see what it does. We're watching you, Discord. Can't wait to try the new update. Height, right on, Gemma. I have to say thank you all for fixing the lag, and the chat is awesome. Gyps is beautiful, beautiful. Glad to hear it's working out well for you. Oh yes, Scarecrow, absolutely, absolutely. Plan to add more fishing techniques to the game, such as bottom fishing. I mean, we've talked about this a fair bit over the streams, and I hate to waylay these gentlemen with our wants, dreams, and desires from the community. But I know that you've commented on stuff like this. If it were to come in the game, it's quite extensive. It's not something you would see overnight. Right?
Well, these are big features when you introduce a whole new technique. But it is something we are looking at. New techniques are, I think, important to the longevity of the game and the variety of things you can do in each reserve, and also we'll need new fishing techniques for when we introduce new fish species down the line as well. So it's definitely something we are working on. In terms of the time frame, can't make any promises, but new fishing techniques down the line. Which ones and when, that's for another live stream.
Wow, dangling the carrot out there. Game Shoots console first. Oh, unfortunately, really, Gloomer, it just doesn't work like that, my friend. The development's a multi-stage process, and good news is, if you missed it, consoles are coming this summer. Can't wait. Crossplay, it's going to be really, really good time. Just imagine what sort of fishing derbies we can have with all platforms together at all times. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm sure you gentlemen are feeling pretty good about getting the announcement out there about consoles and seeing how the development's been going. It's exciting.
Yeah, it feels so good to actually have made an announcement and give like a proper time frame that we're working towards, and just letting everyone know this is our major focus in the background. And it's like me and Gaz, we sit next to each other when we're in the office, and we both got test kits for consoles and stuff on our desks, and it's just great to see the progress that's been made there. But it's mainly just all the hoops and things you have to jump through to get the game on console that we're working on right now, and as soon as those things are locked in, we'll announce a definitive date.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
there's so many for both, obviously, PlayStation and Microsoft. So many sort of the way you name things, the controllers and pads and vibration and rumble. There's so many little things you've got to change, and there's so many issues to get. Not only obviously getting the game running and working the way it should, but there's lots of things that sort of TRC and XR requirements that take a lot of time to do, and a lot of background stuff that's not really fun and game stuff, but they just need to be done. And once you've done them, you can sort of release the game on the console. So we're chipping away at all those things now, and then getting them into a good shape. But progress is getting made on them every day we go. So it's getting closer, but we will hopefully be able to give you folks a firm date soon.
Yeah.
But for now, we're just working away at them.
Yeah, and I'm so glad we've been able to answer that question of which platforms as well, because that was always one of the prominent questions. Not just when,
Right.
but are we
Yeah.
coming to PS5 or PS4 only or Xbox One or Series? And we've said all of them,
Yeah.
all the PlayStations, all the Xboxes.
Yep.
Believe
So
me, it's not an easy thing to do as a developer, because suddenly you've got like PC and we've got like Steam and Epic and Windows 10, and now we've got PS4, PS5. They obviously have Pro versions, and we've got
Wow.
Xbox and Series X. So it's like suddenly we need to make sure there's like 20 different platforms that all work, and then there's no issues with them. So it's a lot. It's a lot on the dev team to kind of undertake. But that's what we wanted, because we wanted to make the Angler, have as many possible players as we could, so that more people get to enjoy it. And constantly, as probably everyone's seen, whenever we posted anything, there was always people. There's always interest in the console version of the game, which is awesome. It's just we were never really at a position to answer the question, because it was always so far away. But now it's getting a lot closer. We're getting a lot more dev time on them, and yeah. So this summer, hopefully, everyone will be able to play it.
That's awesome. That is awesome. You actually, Gaz, you said something there. It's kind of a good segue to something I should have brought up, because this is available now. And I feel like this is, a byproduct of the console development. Rumble support on the controllers landed with this update, right?
yeah,
Yes.
you're exactly right. That it's a byproduct of the console work, because we're working on those platforms, and obviously DualShock 4, DualSense, and Xbox One pads, etc. They will all support different variations of rumble and haptics, and it was something we wanted to bring to PC. So obviously on PC we've focused on the Xbox pad. That's the pad that the majority of people use on Steam, and we do get to see what pads everyone's playing with the Anglers. So we focused on the Xbox pad as the primary one to start off with,
Right.
as the core focus. And we haven't done every effect, but we've done most of the kind of core fishing feedback loops. So over time we'll be adding more rumble effects to locomotion and travel and all those types of things, and not just the fishing experience. So we wanted to focus on what mattered most, so you could feel the tension on the line, the bait
So
hitting the water, the line snapping, etc. So yeah, we're really pleased with it, but it's one of those things where it's like there's more to come here as well, which is great. And when we actually bring, like, for example, the DualSense support to PC, will be one of the few games out there on PC that actually supports like the PlayStation 5 pad natively, like properly on the Steam game, which is great.
The thought that you're gonna feel the nibbles and you're gonna feel that I should be using a gamepad right now, because I've gone between the two on this game, and I quite enjoy just kicking back with the gamepad when I'm gonna do a bunch of fishing. It's relaxing, right? But now to have that support, yeah, I would have been remiss if I didn't mention that, because I think that's a really big part of this update that may fall under the wire a little bit at the moment. Just, a lot of folks on PC or mouse and keyboard. Try it out, my friends. Let us know what you think in the Discord. It's something really to look forward to for our console players coming in. I'm excited for it. Do you guys see what's happening over here? Are you looking the same direction as I am? I have got...
Can you see? Can you see that I've caught another fish?
No,
I mean, I don't know. I know you haven't caught any, but I'm on to my second now. So I just wanted to draw attention to that. Continue on now, Jaxy.
No, I'm pretty sure you just spawned that in. But I'm over here. I'm over here watching. It's like whitewater. They're churning all around everywhere, but hitting my line. And we are being a little hyper. I shouldn't say hyper focused, but I'm using a size 6 hook, so we're looking for those golds. But I'm kind of alienating the little guys. What size hook are you using over there, Gaz?
I'm using a slight. Well, I'm again because I don't know why I turn up to this stream on this account every week, but I'm on the basic sort of starter rod stream, so I've got no money on this account. So I'm on the starter rod, and I have got a size 5 hook,
You're using a
and I'm
5.
still.
Going quite big
No,
there.
sorry, I'm using a 7. I'm using a 7. Sorry, I'm
7.
using a
Oh,
7.
I was gonna say, 'cause
Yeah.
you pulled in some
Yeah, yeah.
silvers, right?
Yeah, so a size 7 hook with some pearl barley and the beginner's rod, and still out catching the pair of you. So you need to up your game. Come on.
See, I'm actually in the middle of a fight. I don't know if you can see, but I've actually had something on the line for the last 5 minutes or so. So I've got a hook size 6, so this is probably going to be a gold.
Oh,
But my line's only a 1.5 kilo, so it's for silver you're probably looking past that in terms of 1.5 to 2 kilos. So I'm going to wear it out. But give me a few more minutes, and I'll have a gold, I reckon.
okay.
Nice.
See, that's what I'm looking for is quality over quantity. I'm just going to say that. One gold will
Yeah.
trump your bronze and
Okay.
silver, sir. Let's go. Bite my
Yeah, we'll
line.
see. We'll see.
Oh, sure enough, there's Wedge, one of our mods from the Discord. Look at all the surface activity. The fish are teasing you, Jaxy. They sure are. Yeah. Catching a legendary in the rock band controller. Nice. Oh, Will, you got to find us, brother. Glitter Kitten, hello. What's happening? Bree, how are you, my friend? Welcome. Good to see everybody here. Lenny's out. Yeah, the Great Perch Betrayal of 2023. We've definitely created some fishing stories in the Discord with King of the Catch. It's just such a pleasure to see these guys and gals get after it every week. Unbelievable, man. Unbelievable.
Yeah, it's good seeing when we get new players jumping into the King of the Catch competition and winning. I think we had a new one last week or the week before, so
That's right.
now it's really cool to see.
And now he's hooked. I'm sorry, it's a bad
Hey,
pun, but he's hooked. He's fully indentured to the community. I see him chatting there every day. He's out there trying to win King of the Catch right now. So we'll see. I came close last week. I don't know if you guys caught last week's stream, but at one point I think I had the biggest fish until I was undone, and I didn't win it.
So close.
That was a good stream. That double diamond on a stream.
Yeah.
That's good. That's a good day out.
That was a good day out. That was good fishing. Yeah, my foldable lawn chair got a good workout that day. Let me tell you. I tell you, if I get skunked today, it seems to be the way for me. I either nail it and absolutely slay, or I just get skunked. But either way, it's always fun hanging out with the community and having you two gentlemen out here. It's just such a treat. I know how busy you guys have been, and taking the time out to come and join us. I know the community appreciates it, but I especially appreciate it. It's scholars and gentlemen, you two. Thank you very, very much. I guess we're getting close to that.
Good. It's always good to jump on a stream and speak to you folks. Especially, look, I'm on my 3rd fish now, so this is the best stream ever because I'm now on my 3rd fish. So it's 3-0-0. Is that what we're saying?
It's
What's going on?
I'm just having some delayed reactions. That's all. It's fish are on coffee break over here on my side of the boat.
Still fighting.
Are you really?
Yeah.
That's going to be a giant.
Let's see what he's got. Let's hold this new quick retrieve. I dig that. Look at you. Oh, yeah. Like, you guys notice? They're both rocking the new beards. Like, come on. I expect...
You just have to, don't you?
You do. I expect to see everybody with a beard, whether you like them or not, in the game for the next few weeks at least.
That's it. I mean, again, we've added just a few for now, but there's plenty more developments. There's going to be lots more customization things and stuff coming. But the most important thing is to get these things in place as like a feature at first and make sure everything's cool. Once everything's working and everything's good and everyone's enjoying it, then we add a bunch of content in. So there's more stuff that I get made down the line and more customization options and more improvements to come. So this is just the start.
I think everybody just sat on the edge of their seat there going, Gaz is about to give someone away. Gaz is about to
Well, we were talking about, Rushy was thinking about, like, could we talk about any spoiler? Did we get that spoiler signed off, Rushy? Can we talk about what we were talking about earlier?
We didn't actually ask. Oh, man.
Maybe it's best if we didn't ask.
I mean, I'm signing off on it.
Maybe.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Jaxy signed off on it, so
Yeah,
that should.
it's gonna be fine.
But you know, we're
It's
always
on me.
looking at more things to do in the game and more ways of, obviously people like the legendary fish and stuff like that. So maybe there's other things coming in terms of more types of things to catch in the future. Maybe not just legendary, just maybe just, I don't know, just more fish. Maybe, who knows?
You might as well spell it out.
Hey, yeah, we're making more fish. There you go. Full spoiler alert. We're making more
Yeah.
fish. Um,
Yeah, I think that's one thing that, you know, everyone, if you're going to say, what do you want more of? You want more fish to catch. So that's definitely thing. Oh, a minute. Got it. Just interrupt this. That breaking news.
What'd you get?
It's that's not a roach, it's a bream, but at least it's a silver. That's a 3.4 kilo catch on a 1.5 kilo line. So that a good score at that. Best rank, definitely. 4,847 points.
Very nice.
It's a
Very
good
nice.
score.
Please stand by. I have an interested customer approaching my wares.
Oh, sorry, I'm on 4.
And
So it's 4 for me, 1 for Rushy. Jaxy, how are you getting on, Jaxy?
Oh, I'm doing pretty good. Hold on, I'll tell you just a second here.
Oh, it's gonna land a whopper now, isn't he?
Oh, he's gonna just blow us away now, isn't he, with like a giant fish?
Oh, it's some European perch. God. That's okay. It's
gold,
gold.
though.
Yeah,
It's gold.
Not too bad. I
Fair
think
play.
the highlight of this harvest is the facial hair that is presiding over the gold fish, which I hold in my grimy little paws.
Did you have the secure catch as well when you were catching them?
I did, and I hope everybody caught that. As it came into the end, you noticed I had to hit my space bar. I think that is a very good feature for a number of reasons, but it's kind of nice because you're almost given that option at that stage not to pull it in.
Well, yeah, if you don't want to, but
Yeah.
I guess one of the main reasons was that as soon as you got it close to your feet, it was kind of this instant catch almost, and it never really felt like you had as much agency in that kind of final phase of play as you would want. And also, it gives the fish kind of that one last opportunity to get away. I think, in particular, with those tougher battles where the fish is really fighting against you, and the bar duration actually changes relative to your gear and the weight of the fish. So sometimes it will, take a second to fill up and you'll catch it because it's it's a small fish relative to your gear, but it might take 4 or 5 seconds to hold it down and catch it. And sometimes the fish can get out of the radius and you have to start from scratch, and it creates a much more kind of tense experience when you're really trying to catch, those bigger fishes.
Oh, I think I like that. I did that's very, very good. Huh, interesting. Can't wait to see what the community thinks about that. And again, we're looking for your feedback, guys, in the Discord. There is a forum section, and let's hear what you guys think. I think that's a nice addition that adds just another mechanic to bringing it in. Well done.
Yeah, there's and as you mentioned on Discord and various other forums, that I think we've mentioned quite a few times. Rushy and myself and the team, we're constantly looking through there to see, what are their kind of big sort of issues and concerns and just requests from the community as well. It not only helps us sort of prioritize these, but some of the things take much longer than other things to do. So we can often work on 4 or 5 things. So some players might play the game and think, oh well, why have you added beards? Because I'd rather that you did this instead. But we have obviously different disciplines on the team and different developers, so we can be doing multiple things at once, and some things are obviously quicker to do than others. So obviously bigger things like game modes and types of fishing modes take a lot longer to do, and big reserves take a lot longer to do. But then there's really quick things that we can do fairly quickly, like some customization options. So even if you're thinking that your suggestion mightn't be the most important thing, it's still worth putting it on and discussing, because there's sometimes a lot of little quick wins that we can get as developers just to improve the game for not so much work sometimes. So yeah, we definitely look at all these forums and game suggestions channels on Discord and stuff. So please continue to use them because they're very valuable to us. And obviously, as we've mentioned enough times already, the community is everything to us on this game. So the more you get involved, the more we can hopefully get to the point of the game where everyone's happy with it.
And that is exactly what those forums are about. You guys have heard it here. You've heard it directly from the devs' mouths. And speaking of mouths, go on, hit it, hit it. Can you guys see that on my screen? Oh, I almost didn't hit it in time.
I can't see it now. I'm in the middle of a fish fight again. But it's another big one. So
Rush is trying to take the win here now.
Oh, I can see you've just got one in. What have you got?
Yep. Very nice.
Another perch.
I will take. Oh, I thought it was a roach. You're right. It's that fin that should have given it away. Man, maybe I'll. Okay, so I am using the pearl barley. Maybe I swap to the dough. And
dough or bloodworms, yeah.
Or bloodworms, yeah. I've seen though that the dough has pulled some diamonds in Discord. Oh, I didn't bring my bloodworms with me. Well, I guess we're on the hunt. Let's go. What a great way to start the day. I look forward to these weekly streams, getting to fish in the morning. This is what I would like to do in my mornings, is obviously head to Norway and go fishing. How about my moving while reeling in? These are all things, yes, Philippe, that have been suggested by the community. We want to continue to hear your suggestions. By all means, please bring them. I know that's something that's been talked about, and it's being looked into for sure. Can you trade bait, etc., to a friend you're playing with? No, Big Steve. It's you need to earn the funds, which is done by leveling. In fact, I don't just a couple catches back. It was a couple catches ago. I hit another mark on my. See, you hit these lines every quarter on your level, you get paid. So. Any plans on new fishing boats? We're getting into the wish list time of the stream, boys.
Yep, I definitely want to see new fishing boats down the line. Absolutely. Be nice to have a variety of different ways to get around on the waters that can traverse shallower or deeper waters or go faster or slower. Yeah, so there's lots of opportunities there. So it's definitely something we'd want to do.
Absolutely. I'm losing track of time. I get caught up in these streams. I know you gentlemen took time out of your day to come and join us here. It is, well, by my time, it's 9:40 in the morning. So if you were here, you're just starting your day. But for you gentlemen, your day's pretty, well, it should be done. But from my understanding, update day, you got lots to do, don't you?
Yeah, but one of those were, I'm in the middle of a fight now. I can't leave until I've caught it.
No complaints. I'll keep you here for, in fact, 2-hour stream today with the devs, my friends. I'm just kidding. I won't do that to you. Oh, somebody came and joined us. We've got a mystery boat. Did you make the jump? Did he get over here? I don't want to lose my line because I'm seeing all the whitewater thrash around me. Oh goodness. New vehicles besides not good questions. We have had people ask that. I know you've talked about it. It'd be nice in the future to look at the possibilities of different styles of vehicles and stuff. I do think the Jeeps are nice right now. 4-man, you can get a good fishing party and run around. I like all the skins. I like all the different the different skins you can get, like on the boats. In fact, this one in front of me, this is my favorite, my personal favorite. I just really like how the colors pop. Do you guys have, I'm sure you probably do. Do you have a personal favorite when it comes to the boat skins?
Oh, God.
Tough question. Put you on the spot.
It is because there's like 40 of them.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah. Fair enough.
I get, because we're constantly in dev as opposed to like the live game, I constantly get mixed up about which ones are like live and which ones I can talk about, so I don't want to say anything without giving away anything. But yeah, there's a couple of cool ones, definitely.
Fair.
I tend to gravitate towards whatever's newest in the game.
Yeah, that's a good job.
Oh, Golden Game, if that's you, we have seen that the odd time if you're in the boat there. Try changing positions. I actually had that because it's the connection to the server. When we first joined, I didn't see Rushy till he got out of his boat, but that's because I joined a server that's overseas. This is an EU server, I would imagine, right? I think we talked about that. So and I'm in old Canada land here, so
yeah, I believe so, because it's like we use back-end servers which are located over the world, and depending on, I think you joined us, I was already in the server, so yeah, you'll be joining from the US on here. But then, luckily the way the servers are set up and the type of game we've got, you don't really see a great deal of latency. It's all pretty slick and pretty smooth. It's not like we're a first-person shooter that needs those millisecond precise type of servers.
Right.
But yeah, we're definitely seeing one or two minor issues with occasionally on a boat. The player won't appear if you've driven a long distance across the water to find other players. So that's definitely one to add to the list. And this is, great for us for people in Discord again, jump into the bug list, put down any issues that you spot, and again we'll work on them. Because again, with this update, obviously we added lots of new features and new content, but I think we fixed 30, 40 bugs, and the majority of those bugs are the ones that have been reported from the community. So again, for the next update, we'll be working on any kind of minor issues or problems that you run into, making sure it's as smooth as an experience as possible.
Awesome. I see Big Rig just caught a roach over there. You got another silver. He's after gas. We got Gypsus Wonder over here on shore. We get the whole crew out. I love it. Good evening. I saw that, Nathan. Yep. He's rubbing it in. Yep. I did change hook size. I got a little smaller, hoping to get onto the golds, but I might bump down to a silver size here in a moment. Is that another one coming in for? Oh, I keep hitting the wrong button for Big Rig. It is. What'd you get? European perch. Yeah. Onto the perch. You plan to add more fish to the existing maps like pickerel or muskie to GRR? Actually, we did just touch on that. That was a little spoiler. The Gaz put out there. Yeah.
Spoiler. But yeah, we've got some in development. Don't want to go into details about what they are, but we will be adding more to the GRR and possibly other maps in the future. But yeah, it's something we wanted to do for a while. It's obviously one of the main pulls of the game. Having new fish. With new fish comes new missions, new things to try out on them, new gameplay and stuff. So it's always there, the back of our mind, to keep adding more of that to the game.
Yeah, and it's good reasons to go back to Golden Ridge as well. You kind of increasing that variety of things to do, and obviously the more fish there are in the water in each reserve, the more chance you've got, getting something on your hook as well. So it's definitely something we're going to bring to the game again. Which fish and when, we're not going to say just yet, but I think you'll be pleased. Obviously, we've been already looking at what you've been saying about which fish you want to see added next to the game, and we're keeping a close eye on the kind of most popular ones. So hopefully, we'll please a lot of people. But of course, they do need to be suitable for Golden Ridge, because we don't want to throw in any old fish to each location. We're trying to make sure it's authentic.
And I think I think that answers your questions, my friends. But it's important to keep that interest on the old maps alive. So I'm really, really pleased to hear that. I mean, call it old. Golden Ridge Reserve, it hasn't been out that long. I still see so many people over there pulling trophies out and having a great time. Plus, always going back on the legendaries. I feel like Norway is going to see. I mean, it's a very fun reserve to begin with, and I know that since some adjustments have been made, it's quite the diamond hunt location. But now with the legendaries here, I can't wait to go and get after them. In fact, I might go and try and drop my line in the water and see if I can get the Dominator myself here this week, after seeing him caught right before we hit the live button. Unbelievable.
I think one thing to note on that as well is, again, from feedback we've had from the community, is it's a little bit tricky to catch some of the gold and diamonds on GRR as well. So this is something that particularly Rushy and myself have been looking into on the data side of things, after getting lots of feedback. And it seems like there is a couple of like issues where there could be better spawn rates and better rates for people. So we're going to be looking at that and making tuning adjustments in the future.
Yeah, because you got to bear in mind that what we do with our fish is it's not a hand play system. We don't go around going, let's add some burbot here or some roach over here. This is a systemic system that looks at the depth of the water, the temperature of the water, the turbidity, and all these various factors inside the world, which then align up with the fish species. So we're going through all the data, seeing where everyone in the community is catching the fish, where they're spawning, etc. And we're trying to highlight any areas where we feel like, this fish should probably be spawning here more often, or why aren't fish spawning here properly? So we're kind of always making sure that we're rebalancing things as much as possible. So it's definitely an area that we want to, kind of constantly kind of work on. And obviously, as we add more fish species, we'll continue to change the balance as well to make sure that you've got a nice distribution across each reserve.
And I would say, from what I've seen, I think we're almost there, because at one point it was easier to get the diamonds over there, and it was very hard over here on Norway for a bit. But now it is difficult to pick the diamonds over there. But when they do get them, oh my goodness, there's excitement. There's pats on the back from everybody. They are the elusive, hard to catch accomplishments. So yeah, hearing the little tweaks and the balancing that's going on, I know that's appreciated. It's certainly appreciated from my standpoint here. Norway's been really exciting. I've seen a lot of folks lately in our King of the Catch. It really brings to light a lot of the fun species, and holy, last week's was fire. This week it's lit up. If you guys haven't had a chance to go and get involved, roach is the species this week. We've got a hardy crew out here right now. Wouldn't be surprised if we see something nice come out of this spot. Look at that. Is that you? That's Rushy's.
That's me.
What'd you get?
Here we go. Another bream. Oh, no. But to be fair, it's a bigger bream. So it's a 4 kilo fish. Again, on a 1.5 kilo line. So that's 6,500 points, that one. So
wow,
that's a 12-minute battle.
Dude, well, not bad. 12 minutes. Those are the fights you live for, It's not just throw it, catch it. It's you got to actually get after it. I love it. I absolutely appreciate the epicness of some of the fights. So I got to go and get after one of these legendaries here, man. Unbelievable. Oh, goodness. Just get info and challenge pop-ups. If, for example, we have to catch 30 or fish of rank, it would be nice if our pop-up showed how many we had reached, so like a fish counter. So you don't have to go
progress. That would be nice. Yeah.
We said that, didn't we, about maybe an on-screen thing to like track, kind of like tracking your bounties in other games and stuff.
Being able to pin them potentially as well. So yeah, we've heard this feedback, and I think it's a very good suggestion, because at the moment, you got to jump out into the menus to track your progress, etc. We do give little updates, but it's it could be more useful. So definitely one for us to look at.
I would say make sure to put that into the Discord, my friend. Seriously, half-assed.
Yeah.
He knows the drill.
If it's already there.
Oh, sorry.
Upvote is there already. Upvote it as well. Give it a thumbs up.
I totally read 2 comments at once there. Sorry, Half. I'm going to read out his because it's a good one. I just want to thank you guys for creating a game that I can relax and play to ease my mind. As a veteran with PTSD, gaming is my getaway. Looking forward to continuing to enjoy the game and community. And he's a big part of the community. I'm sure you guys have seen his name through the Discord and such. Thank you, my friend. I think that's what it's all about, isn't it, boys? I mean, sure.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it's a job, but you got to love what you do. And it's comments like that that really create that, right?
No, that's awesome. That's why we do it. I mean, we all love games and sort of and making them and stuff, but if nobody gets to play them, then it's no fun really. So when we release it and people really enjoy them, it means the world to us. I think that's awesome.
Did Gaz just got a gold?
Okay, so I'm on 5. I think Rushy's on maybe 2, and Jaxy's on 2.
I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. That's it. I'm changing her up. I'm going up to a 7. Oh goodness! Wow, I'm getting done in here, my friends. Oh, I can't move to the other. Oh, do we have? Did some? No, I'm stuck to this spot.
Can we?
Let's see what we do here. Man, where would I find out where the legendary fish spawn, please? Well, that's the beauty of them. It will never be publicized in the game by us. However, the power of community. Look at that dapper beard. I love it. The power of community. If you haven't joined our Discord, I highly recommend it, and just watch the general chat and watch the trophy channel. You'll see as it's found that moves through the community like a wildfire, and before you know it, you'll be out there doing it. One's already been caught here today, in fact, before we even went live, right before we went live, we saw it happen. And I mean, we were cheering, and it's such an event. Oh, come on. Let this be a good one. I've got one on the approach.
Oh, pressure.
Yeah.
Pressure's on.
Come on. Hit it. Hit it. Yes. Let's go. So here we go. If you've missed this, my friends, he's not a monster, but as we get him close, what a gorgeous fish. You have to secure your catch. I'm interested what that turns out to in the legendaries. I got myself a gold roach. That is correct. Gaz, I got you. But I
That's
think
pretty good. Yeah,
but
I'll
I
give
think
you that. Your reputation is still there.
I think Russia, you got me though, didn't you? What was your weight? What did you get?
I see mine wasn't a roach. I've got two breams.
Oh, I thought you had a gold roach in there.
No.
Well,
I know. It's all been breams for me today. Big boys, but still not the one I'm targeting today.
oh well. Hey, I'll take it. Right at the nick of the wire there. That's not too bad. Meanwhile, Gypsis is over here probably lining up the next diamond. But we'll see. We'll see. Man, I have to say, I have everything cranked right up on here. And I always watch after every update. You know, I'm still pushing easy 120 FPS. Absolutely amazing. It just seems to get better and better. When the game first released, we were sitting at 60 FPS, and you just watching those numbers go up. It's
they'll
fantastic.
keep going up.
And they will.
That's something. Yeah, we're still focusing on that. Even in this update, we made some changes to how we utilize VRAM in particular. So those graphics cards with maybe 8, 6, or even 4 gigabytes will we'll be able to, I think, play with a little bit more headroom for a better frame rate. But with all this work that we talked about on the consoles, again, we're making some good optimizations there, because we're developing it for the basic Xbox One and the old PS4. These are 10-year-old platforms, and making sure we're optimizing it as much as those for them. And all the kind of wins we get from doing it there, we bring over to PC as well. So yeah, we're going to continue to do that and optimize, because we know that not everyone has a 3070, 4090, or whatever graphics card, that kind of top end. We're making sure that the medium to lower spec cards are looked at a lot more to, those on a 1060 or, 970, something like that can play at, better frame rates and higher resolutions. So yeah, definitely a continued focus in that area.
That's a great way to focus. I'm just going to say it. I mean, I appreciate frames. This isn't exactly a game where frames win games, but it just... I see it. I really do. I one of those weird folks that I'm very particular to frames, and it's so smooth, buttery smooth. Here, look behind you. You've broken the game. I can't go to game. What did you do? Can't see you. Broke the game. Oh, you found the look. Look at the rock you're standing on. Oh, you're not getting off that, man. There's only one way to get to shore.
Let's cast on them.
That's fantastic. Yeah. We got you. Yeah, let me see if I can get it right beside him. Scout. No, it's not happening. You have done something over there, my friend. You're probably going to want to return to shore. Let's see what you can get after. Get around 120 FPS. Fantastic. Love to hear it. Thank you, Gemma. Appreciate it, brother. Appreciate it. Yeah, the gold roach was awesome. I did just catch a bream, but it wasn't anything to write home about. The breams are generally quite abundant in this area as well. It's nice. It's nice. So, okay. I clearly I've got you for the whole stream, and I'm not letting you go now because there's only 6 minutes left. We didn't really, I don't know if there's any detail you get into, but I'm very interested in how we've refined the baits. Now, I don't know if there's much you can say about this, if we're going to, because like obviously you don't want to give too much mechanic away. But I know it's an improvement that we saw with the last iteration.
Yeah, there's a couple of things we've done with the baits, because we observed that generally that the radiuses were a little bit too narrow at times. So when you cast, there's like a radius of effect that any bait can potentially have. But we actually grow the radius over time. So imagine you know, the different bait, essentially leaving its scent or something in the water, so that, you know, fish over time will see it from a further distance. So that was important, and generally they're much larger. So it means that in particular in deeper waters, you'll cover a much broader radius around you, as in deeper as well. So I generally always recommend to just you know, notch your depth a little bit when you float fishing, just a little bit lower, because you'll have the top end of the radius as well as the lower end if you want to kind of get a wider surface area. But I think key to that as well was, because we made the radiuses bigger, the kind of the region that you can attract fish larger, is that we had to make the fish faster, in particular in those areas, because you get situations, because it's quite large now, is that it could take a while to get to the bait itself, and we didn't want, you know, players waiting that long. So we've definitely upped that area, and we have broadened the range of compatibilities, not globally, not everything, but we have looked at a few individual cases and gone, oh, okay, well, this bait definitely should be catching these fish, or attracting them at least. And again, that's we've seen the people making their own compatibility tables and things on Discord, which is great to see, and most of extremely accurate. Very impressed how quickly you guys update those things to be accurate. So yeah, if you're looking for guides, there's some excellent ones in Discord in particular to help you know which bait to use for which fish species, because that does make a big difference, because you can't just use anything for any fish.
And we have those guides pinned in the general chat. Just go into general, hit the pinned messages. You'll find them. They're extremely useful. I imagine they're going to need a little bit of a tweak, though, with this new update. You had some really juicy info in there. I'll let folks replay that back.
They will. They'll definitely need to update. And I feel guilty whenever we change the compatibility in those tables, because it means that whoever's put all the hard work in has to go back to those and refresh them. So sorry, but it's for the you know, it's best for the game.
We did something similar with the guide. I think it was Jamie who done the guide.
Yes, on Steam. Yes.
We moved the collectible, so his guide's now wrong. So we need to let him know. I don't even know if we let him know. In fact, Jamie, this is your spoiler alert. We moved one of the collectibles, so I think your Norway guide might be slightly out of date. Sorry.
Right now, Jamie's making notes. He's watching. I know he's watching. He's going to go out and change that.
The only reason I know why it was an issue is because somebody put a bug in on the bug report section saying this collectible is not where it says in the guide. And it was like, oh, shit, yeah, we changed and we moved stuff around. So, yeah, apologies. We need to let these guide makers know when we move stuff around, really.
Hey, there you go. There's your heads up. It's just another reason why to hang out with us on these streams. What's that?
And we never make changes arbitrarily. Like the example of the moving the collectible was trying to make it easier to find for people, because it was just a bit too obscure. And again, with any changes to the baits and compatibility, we always try and find that best balance of looking at the data and also looking at what people are saying and trying to, you know, get it right in that sweet spot. Because as you say, it can be challenging to make the diamonds in particular feel like really satisfying when you catch them, because if you make them too common, then they suddenly become, you know, trivial to find and catch, and if you make them slightly too hard, that becomes too frustrating. So yeah, a bit of back and forth sometimes is needed.
It's understandable. That's understandable. What have I got? I'm pulling something in. Oh,
I've got something on the line as well.
Oh, I love how they hang out there now. You have to, I mean, it's a bream, but that's pretty cool. That's a big improvement from, I mean, it used to be, for those of you that maybe weren't aware, you know, maybe you're waiting to get on it on the consoles. You used to reel it right to you when it got to a certain point, just automatically came in. I held that one for a few seconds, so I can see what you were saying, Reshi, how they could actually use that opportunity to get loose and make a break for it, right?
Yeah, and some of the fish do have traits which are like, kind of like a second wind, where they get when they get close, they get that extra burst of energy and stamina behind the scenes, and they do try and push away. So I think there's a couple of fish which are going to be quite tricky when it comes with a secure catch. And there's just got the gold roach. Yeah, got it. So I'm satisfied now. Just with 1 minute to spare on the stream.
Nice.
Dang, I didn't even keep track of them. I think you might have got me there. I think your weight might have taken mine. I think Rushy wins it today, folks.
I'll have to watch it back.
It's all about the amount. It's really not the weight. It's the amount. It doesn't matter the weight. It's definitely the amount you've caught.
Oh, yeah. Quantity over quality now. Okay, I see.
That's it. That's the way to work.
What an absolute treat this has been. We've kind of we've held them longer than expected, and I'm very, very grateful for that. But I'm sure you folks understand there was a whole lot to talk about today. The new content update is out. If you haven't updated, trust me, you're going to enjoy this one. There's a lot of new features coming to it. You can check out all the patch notes. They're in the Discord. There's links to everything. If you haven't joined the Discord, make sure to come and do so. Don't forget, hit the like, hit the subscribe, hit the follow, do all the stuffs and the things. Follow us on the socials. We're here every single Wednesday, my friends. Every Wednesday, we're getting out for a fish, and we often get the community involved with it. And we're always chasing the king of the catch. Gentlemen, thank you so much for coming to join me today. I know how busy you are. I know it's hard to get the time, especially at the end of your day on update day. So it's greatly, greatly appreciated. Thank you, guys.
Oh, it's cool. Been a pleasure.
It's been fun as always. Look forward to the next one.
Especially when you win the stream by the most fish caught. So I'll come on every week when I do this.
Okay, that's it. We're setting up a derby for next one for real.
Let's set some rules down up front next time.
Yeah. Ever the game designer of Rushy instantly comes up with rules and rule sets.
Oh my goodness, I'm gonna have to prepare for this one. Thank you all so very much. Big shout out to all of our players that found us and came out here today. Big Rig, Gypsys Wonder, and Golden Game's still on his rock. We're gonna have to name that rock for him. Much love from your bearded brother, my friends. We'll catch you in the Discord and see you again next week. Oh, did I change this last screen? I did. We're all good. Ha ha.